Welcome back to our series of Outer Wilds videos. These are all from our live stream over on Twitch. If you enjoy them, consider coming over to us on Twitch and saying hi. Regardless, if you've missed any previous versions of these videos here on YouTube, consider going back to the start so you're caught up on the story. Thanks for being here, guys. I hope you enjoy. Okay, we're waking up. Okay, so this is the beginning of our time loop. We don't have a journal on us, but our ship has a journal. Let's go to our ship. And also, we had someone mention, I think Manny from the other day was saying, it might be good to go talk to everybody on our planet here every once in a while. We did talk to everyone on like day one, and then we started exploring. But we have some question marks. Check out. Let's check out our ship's log. Yeah, that's true. I do agree, Guff. Oh no, what's all this? These are new questions since we were here last. Oh yeah, we went up to the moon. Oh man, we have so many things to investigate. Yeah, I think you're right, Guff. In terms of at least like whether or not that person is at fault. Yeah, just not good. All around not good. The eye signal locator. Yeah, this is the thing we saw on the moon. Device created to pinpoint the sources of distant signals. The Nomai were disappointed by their failure to detect a signal from something called the Eye of the Universe. And they decided to build a larger, more sophisticated eye signal located on Brittle Hollow's South Pole. Right. And there's something on the Ash Twins too. So the Nomai have stuff on the Ash Twins. They have stuff on Brittle Hollow. And Rybeck headed to Brittle Hollow to investigate something the Nomai were doing there. Okay, so we have a couple things we can go do. This is the lookout platform we saw on the moon. And Esker was there. He keeps tabs on other people, and he has a camp there. Interesting. I want to go back to the moon because it's been a couple days. I want to go back and see what it was that we were reading to refresh ourselves. He was disturbed as a child. Oh man. Yeah. That's Brittle Hollow. Where's our moon? Well, I hope the man gets some help and gets some rehabilitation. That's the idea, right? Is that our moon? That's the Addle Rock. That's the moon, right? Now somewhere on the moon. Oh, what's this? Oh, we just hit our home planet. On the north side of the moon is the exhibit we looked at. There's Esker's camp. What's that? We didn't go look at this, actually. Let's, we're flying all over the place. Oh yeah, we did go look at that. Ooh, what's that? What's all this stuff on the planet? I don't think we saw this. Let's check this out. Can I land? Okay, landing is an issue for us. We're landed. We haven't like actually crash in a way that like makes the ship undrivable. Oh, I forgot to put on my spacesuit. I need a fail sound. We don't have a fail sound. We just went into the vacuum of space. Something like The Price is Right, like a bum 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 bum, or like a wah wah. But yeah, we haven't like crashed this thing in such a way that Okay, let's put our suit on. We haven't crashed in such a way that made the ship unflyable. But the thing is, the game resets like every 20 minutes or so. What time is it right now? 7:51 my time. Let's see when their loop happens and we'll know how long our time loop is. But I kind of don't mind if we do crash because we just like reset. I wonder if there's a way to force the reset. There's not. Be a little more gentle. There was something, this. We want to look at this. Okay, let's be, here we are, nice and gentle. Okay, I mean, it could be worse. Now, we have our spacesuit on. What is this? Well, it's nothing we can interact with. It's like something crashed. Well, we learned that pieces of the dark bramble crashed everywhere. This, though, this looks like, it almost looks like, is that like someone's head and body, and they have some tanks on their back? Like a guy from BioShock or something. So every 20 minutes, well, I could be wrong. It could be something like 30 minutes, but the sun explodes. And we get reset back to our starting location. But when we talked to the people in the town, they like didn't understand what was happening. It was only happening to us. And maybe it has something to do with that statue that we saw at the very beginning. The Nomai statue like turned and looked at us. And we told our friend about it and he was like, "You're crazy. The statue doesn't do that." It was a Nomai. And we're investigating all these Nomai ruins. So somehow the Nomai have chosen us to, I don't know. No worries. There's time loop mechanics. So this is something we saw last stream. And when we put this little orb in each of these planet circles, they line up with the planet. However, when we put it in there, which is like the symbol for the eye or something, the eye of the universe, it struggles to find out where the eye of the universe is. And we read some stuff about this that I want to refresh. Testing the eye signal. This is Coleus, one of the Nomai. I can hear it and follow the signals from the sun, Giant's Deep, and Brittle Hollow. Something strange is happening when I ask the eye signal locator to follow the eye signal. The device indicator rotates and wildly and never points in just one direction. That's what we see. Most likely calibrated the locator incorrectly. No, it is correctly calibrated. The locator cannot detect the eye signal. We need to build a more sensitive device. Okay, and that's what they do on Brittle Hollow. So what is the eye? Does this tell us about what the eye is? Where should it be? It should be the quantum moon they talk about, but that's not a good idea. And then they say we're going to build it on Brittle Hollow. But what is the eye? The eye of the universe. Let's go to our ship's log. There's our home planet, Timber Hearth. And I think it's time to branch out from the moon and our home planet. Let's go to our first actual planet. And we have something going on with the dark bramble. We have question marks everywhere, really. It's a matter of where to start. I'm kind of interested in the eye. There's also something that was being built on the Ash Twins. They wanted a protective shell to seal off the central chamber, but we don't really understand what the central chamber is here in the Ash Twins. Let's go learn about the eye. Let's go check out Brittle Hollow. on the South Pole. Now we can't mark it on our map, but it's this planet with a little lantern. There. Let's go to our first planet. That looks like the dark bramble over there. Oh, engage autopilot. What does that do? Accelerating towards destination. Autopilot aborted. Oh, it's gonna fly us there, huh? So it matches the velocity and then accelerates towards it. Interesting. Okay. Will it land for us? Firing retro rockets. This is kind of neat. Autopilot complete. Okay, so we have to land it. Now the question is, where's the South Pole? Looks like there's a lot of stuff here. Maybe we just land and take a peek. Kind of a rough landing, but here we are. Oh, I should have refueled. That's okay. All right, we're like on the middle of the planet. So the South Pole is where they built the new Eye Observatory. Maybe we head that way. Very dark here. Oh, whoa. Oh no, are we... Whoa. We're falling into the black hole. What on earth is this? Can I get out? You got some music for us, Guff? I like it. I'm out of boost. What's... Where are we? We just got sent out. Whoa. Is that the sun? Wait, what are we looking at? There's something out here. There, okay. So Brittle Hollow exploration is aborted. We went into some black hole and got spit out way out here. What is all this? There's some debris around here. Should I go into the light? Should I try to see what these things are? What is this? We have jetpack fuel and oxygen problems. What is this? Ouch. 50% fuel remaining. Oh, there's these gravity things on here. Ouch. What? We're lost in space. Now, why is this here? What is that? That's the interloper, which we don't really know what that is. Mysteries. What happens if we go into the light? Will it send us back? There's some stuff here. Oh, I can't actually go into it. We're gonna run out of fuel and probably die. What's this over here? I think we have to abandon Brittle Hollow for this cycle. I don't even know how we would begin to get back. There's some kind of wreckage here. This looks like a bridge that got broken. Doesn't look like there's anything very interesting on it. We're gonna run out of fuel. We can roll. What's this? Fuel level critical. Alright. I think this cycle ends with us dying in space. This must mean something. But I don't know. Don't know. Is there anything around here that's interesting? Kind of like warping the edges. 3 minutes oxygen. Fuel depleted using oxygen as propellant. Okay, well that's our end. I think we just, oh, what's this? Oh, there's more wreckage a little further out. So there is something for us to explore here. But oxygen's going to do us in. Unless there's oxygen here. But we're going to kind of... Yeah. That's where I should have been exploring. Okay, if we fall into that black hole thing again, we need to go to whatever that was. Okay, 2 deaths. Off the rip tonight. That's okay. So, oh, it's the planet is Brittle hollow. Because the planet is hollow. I get it. Let's go back. It looks like there's a lot going on there. We saw a clue about something on the South Pole. But there's a lot of other things there. Probably more question marks to discover. We can't set a marker on it yet. But maybe that will change. Okay. So the time is 8:03 my time. Now let's see how long it takes to make the loop. So Brittle Hollow is where we want to go. Oh. Oh, exit ship to repair. Landing gear damaged. Oh, wow. We should turn off the autopilot. So it doesn't try to fly away. We're in a tree. Hold repair. Okay. Alright. That's our first time repairing the ship. So if something does go bad, it doesn't look too hard to fix it. So maybe we should get further away from the planet before doing the autopilot thing. I kind of want to go straight to the South Pole and check out that question mark, but there's a lot of cool stuff that we want to understand what's happening here. Maybe that's it there at the bottom of our screen. Maybe that's the South Pole. Okay, not the cleanest landing, but... Okay, do we have our suit on? We do. That was mistake number 1. Whoa! What is that? We have some explosions. Okay, so I was wrong about being by the south. And it looks like we have no... Oh, there's some trees. We can recover our O2. Maybe? Let's see what this is. Unidentified signal. Find out what the signal is. Looks like a crashed ship. Ooh, that sounds kind of spooky. Untranslated Nomai recording. Is everyone unharmed? No one was badly injured from the escape pod's impact. We're incredibly fortunate. This is good news, at least. Have we heard from escape pod 2 or 3? Wait, who are we listening to here? Thatch? Plume? Felix? No, I'm unable to make contact. My equipment can hear the other two escape pods' distress signals. However, if it's any comfort, both pods must be structurally intact. I'll continue calling for them. My gratitude. If we can... Thatch, the moon is approaching again. Everyone brace yourselves swiftly. The volcanic moon has returned. Be cautious of falling ash and debris. Oh, that explains the explosions. I believe the moon has passed. This planet doesn't appear eager to have guests. We are certainly unwelcome on its surface. We need to find shelter, and quickly. The volcanic moon won't be gone for long. I observed several promising sites below the surface, but we'll need to construct a way for everyone to climb safely down this cliff. Perhaps we could build platforms. And so this is the signal for escape pod 1. Distress beacon. Are there other distress beacons in the sky? Looks like just this one. Oh, there's one there too. Where's that? That's the dark bramble? Interesting. Okay. So this moon, Apollo's lantern, is like dropping bombs on us. So this looks like the ship that crashed. Let's go check it out. I wonder if these were Nomai people. Some kind of pods. What is this? Oops. Launching escape pod 3, launching escape pod 2, now launching escape pod 1. Escape pod 1 vessel has been mortally injured. Emergency sequence activated, awaiting departure from vessel. So escape pod 1 is the thing right outside here. Or at least the distress beacon for it. Collision imminent, preparing for impact. Maybe this is escape pod 1 here that we're in. Scanning external environment, scan complete. Minor structural instabilities detected. Pockets of breathable air detected. Adequate solar energy detected. Verdict hospitable. Interesting. So this is Nomai. This is all Nomai text. Emergency escape hatch. Oh. Whoa. I guess we go down from here. Oh, there's the black hole. Okay, so we have to kind of be careful. So, is that crumbling behind us? They built this path? Let's follow. Let's explore what they were up to. What is this? Use caution. A black hole sleeps below. You must not slip. All right. Oh. Maybe these are like little lights to guide us. Oh, I realize, wow, look at all this. So they built all this down here. They crashed here and they built all this. And there's a black hole there. Okay, the south end is going to hold some kind of eye observatory. But I guess we just explore all this. See what they were up to here. Of note, please be sure. Wait, why did I just include please? Of note, be sure not to wander far from here. Though the area is somewhat unstable, it's safer than anything we've found so far. The temporary settlement is finished, but remember to be cautious of falling rocks and dust created by meteor impacts. They built a little settlement here. We're getting a lot of ship log updates. How cool this is. Ooh, what's that? The whole inside of this planet is hollow. Anyway, I remember Neon showed us a couple really cool games that I meant to do when we were doing our Wordles. Oh, look at this. We have a path. Interesting. We can walk where these stones are. If I remember tonight, we'll check them out. It was, one of them was like 64 Wordles at once. And the other was like Pie Mantle. Yeah, 64 Wordle. Something like that. If I can remember, and if it's not too late, we'll check them out. If not, we'll do it when we do our Wordle next stream. But I didn't forget about you, Neon. A Plume says, given concerns about our settlement's stability, where should we construct a new, less temporary shelter? We need to stay close to the escape pod so Felix can monitor incoming messages. We can't be rescued if we aren't present to respond. I don't believe anyone is coming to save us, Thatch. Now we must save ourselves. I agree, we're here because the eye signal called to us and we followed. If we're to find it, we need not to merely survive, but thrive. So the eye was sending him a signal here. And what does that say? This is a wise point, Plume, and eloquently made. If moving to the northern glacier will keep us safer, then that is what we should do. Oh, the northern glacier, huh? Interesting. So the other place told us there's an observatory on the South Pole, and these people who crashed here, also related to the eye, they may have gone to the North Pole. I believe we should migrate to the northern glacier. What if we use gravity crystals to craft a stable path? Oh, maybe that's what this is. Building beneath the crust again would shelter us from the volcanic moon's eruptions. Okay. So we could explore this settlement, or we could take this path. Does that look like it connects over there? Let's see what this path does. So now we're walking on this. Cool mechanics, look. This planet. Now the issue is if we fall, we go into the black hole. So can I jump to that? When I jump off of this, am I going to lose my gravity and go shooting back the other way? There's only one way to find out. Oh yeah, we did lose our gravity, but we need to get up or we're going to run out of boost. Okay. Ouch. So that was not the play. And we're in the black hole. Okay. Now hold on. Last time this happened, we saw something that we want to explore. Can I find it again? It was towards the sun. It was this. Okay, so let's not do that again. Or if we do, we need a better strategy. We're gonna crash into this thing. But yeah, we have taken damage. Look at our guy on the left, he's all red. Now what is this? This looks like Nomai's architecture. Can I say that? Nomai architecture? Ooh. Now how do we get in? Oh, oxygen, right, of course. Ouch. Maybe there's an opening here? No. Yes? No. But what is this? It looks like a telescope, doesn't it? Oh, there is an opening. Can I get in here and maybe get some oxygen? Please? Hey, what is this? Oh. Trees detected. Oh, there's trees here. Wait. Okay, yeah, this is in. Wait, is this inside? Yeah, what is going on in here? Oh, there's trees. Okay, we are low on fuel. So maybe this wasn't a waste. What's going on here? That looks like Brittle Hollow. And this is where we are? Is this some kind of teleporter? Welcome to the White Hole Station. If you fell through the black hole by accident, which we did, don't worry, you're not the first. This warp tower can return you to Brittle Hollow. Ah. Every warp tower is tuned to a specific astral body. A tower's warp can only be used during the brief window when the tower is aligned with this corresponding astral body, in this case, Brittle Hollow. You must be standing on the warp platform on the floor during this alignment to be warped. If you look up while the station is rotating, you can see the alignment happens when the astral body is directly overhead. So is this... Am I on the warp platform? What's beneath us? Did I just activate something? I'm gonna stand on the thing. And maybe we'll see Brittle Hollow and then we'll warp there. There. No, that's Giant Steep. Oh, here it comes because that's where our ship is. Oh, cool. Wow. Oh, now I understand. We saw this thing on Timberhearth. The warp portal. Return warp status charged. Step onto warp receiver platform to activate return warp. Departure time, arrival time. So maybe if we stand on the thing on Timberhearth, we can warp somewhere. But where are we? We're on the North Pole. Feldspar's spare jetpack fuel. It's annoying to show up across the planet to the ship if I can't use my jetpack, so I'm leaving this here. I checked with my little scout. I do too use it, Hornfels, your burnt marshmallow. And the scout's integrity reading said this piece of Brittle Hollow is as stable as any, but who knows? If the fuel's still around, feel free to use it. If not, well, wherever you're reading this note, I'm sure you've got bigger problems. All right. The Feldspar, he's one of our guys from our planet. He's an explorer, and he's lost playing the harmonica, we think, in the dark bramble. But it looks like he was here. So this is the North Pole, where it sounds like they were going to migrate to. Ooh, do we go down that? The Hanging City, 50 meters below. Okay, so this takes us down to there. Okay, so we took a very long roundabout way to get to the North Pole. That's an Omai, I think. Oh yeah, I forgot this moon is going to crash on us. I don't know how we avoid that. I think we just hope we get lucky. To our friends on Brittle Hollow, this is Clary. I just warped here from the White Hole Station, which we just did. On the other side of the Brittle Hollow's black hole, our design worked. We've successfully recreated warp travel. I don't know how close it is to Anona's original design, but as long as what we've built works, then I'm delighted. I knew we could do it. Cassava, I hope you're reading this. Wait, this can't be correct. Clary, have you seen these readings? If they were accurate, they would violate causality. There must be an equipment error somewhere. I'm returning to the White Hole Station. If you en route me there, we can run a full diagnostic and hopefully locate the problem. Don't tell Cassava. How long until we successfully inhabit other planets? Man. This is wonderful news. I can't wait to see the warp tower, although it's been a long time since I've jumped through a black hole. That's a good question, Guff. I mean, I would say we're closer than we've ever been, clearly, but I gotta feel like it's a long way away. Just the challenges of like breathable air and food, and then getting there in an amount of time that isn't like detrimental to the whole idea. I don't know, it's kind of exciting to think about. Here's a Nomai skeleton. They were kind of like our size. So maybe there's a little stone we can put here. Yeah, we need a stone. Did I miss something? What's up, Daku? I'm having a lot of fun with it. This is day 2. Our ship's log is full of question marks. Is this it? No, I have to learn that that's a lamp. We have so many mysteries to uncover. but I'm having a lot of fun. Hope you're having a good night or day wherever you are. This is a very good game. And I think that may be an understatement. Something's blocked off here. But somewhere there's one of these little stones that we can put here. We saw something like this before. Maybe we should go over there. I kind of want to go into the city too. That's a big elevator. Maybe before we drop down, we should go this way. Ooh, oxygen is an issue. There were trees inside the city. Maybe we need to go back in. What's this? Has anyone observed the phantom moon that sometimes greets us in the night sky? Your thoughts interest me. Well, that's the quantum moon that we read about. Have we seen the quantum moon? We still haven't really totally gotten familiar with everything. There's the ash twins. That's the gas giant. Giant's Deep or something. There's our lantern moon. That's Timberhearth. And its moon, the Addle Rock. That's Dark Bramble. That's the Interloper way out there. Wait, why is our ship... Our ship's not here. Our ship got warped. Our ship... It's like our ship went in the black hole too. Weird. So the quantum moon... I don't know what that is. Maybe that's Dark Bramble. No, maybe those are just stars. Maybe like I didn't land properly and it fell into the black hole because I like landed on the edge or something. Anyway, yeah. Goodbye ship. At least for this cycle. We started to learn about the quantum mechanics, like where you look at something and then you look away and then you look again and it's moved. Maybe there's a moon that does that too. Thinking about evolution and technology over the past 20 years. Yeah, that's true. It's been, what's the word, exponential? Like from the year 1900 in the Industrial Revolution, right? Like look at the tech we had. How advanced that was compared to everything before. But instead of just like linearly increasing, it's like getting crazy. There's a guy like Ray Kurzweiler or something who has a theory about the singularity. There's an interesting documentary about him. But you're right, stuff is improving at a faster and faster rate, especially the AI. That is true. I'm interested in your playful moon. Is it much like its violent friend Hollow's lantern? Imagine if there were 2 volcanic moons. Then I imagine there'd be none of us left. Haha. There can exist too much lava. I'd strongly prefer we test the null hypothesis. Scientists. Moon isn't volcanic to my unaided eyes. Sometimes it leaves its friend hollow lantern for nights at a time. Oh, so the quantum moon is here. Near us. Near this planet's moon. The nights the moon circles the planet appear random. It seems to travel as it likes. I compliment your eyes. How do you imagine it disappears? Could it be a shift in the light spectrum? Is the hypothesis. Suppose this moon is too shy to show us its face. Okay, oxygen is an issue. Can we make it down to the settlement in 60 seconds? Where the trees are? Oh, that's a tree. Ooh, but it's a dead tree. Oh, I actually can't go in. I thought I could go in that way. And we have no ship. I think that's a GG. Can I get back to the station somehow? What does this say? Step on a warp receiver to activate return warp. Can I go back? Oh. Nice. Now our ship is nearby us here. What is our ship doing? It's floating around out here. Oh, it's kind of far. What is going on? Weird. I guess we warp back now that we have our oxygen filled up. Anyway, you make a good point, Guff, about the evolution of technology. It's happening faster. Is that where we were? Yeah. So it's not okay, or it doesn't make sense to look back and think that we're going to keep increasing at the same rate. If anything, evidence shows that we're increasing faster. Maybe exponentially is not the right word, but crazy time to be alive. I don't know what else we can do here at the North Pole. There's some kind of stone that we need to learn more here, but I don't see it in the immediate area. What's that? Ship hull breach detected. RIP ship. Oh wait, I did go up there. The ship's hull breach. Oh, the ship's just like gone. I don't know how we managed to do that, but we'll see you next loop. I want to explore more of the settlement inside the planet. And I don't know the best way to go about doing that without just falling in. The black hole, I mean. So I guess let's just kind of walk around. Oxygen's okay for a minute. Now, is that the quantum moon? Whoa! I just killed myself? Okay, we have to be careful with our jetpack. Okay, well that loop was dead anyway. Our ship died. I just jetpacked myself into that rock. Okay, we gotta be more careful. I have a feeling that loop was about to end. That loop started, I was trying to keep track, 25 minutes ago. So I don't know when it was about to end. Oh, music production. That's interesting. Yeah, we're talking about like space travel, but music tech. Going from like analog recording to digital stuff. My younger brother has a record player and he swears by like it's the best way to listen to music. And yeah, it's kind of cool. What's up, Matthew? We're having a good night. We just shot ourselves into a rock and died. Look at all these things we just uncovered. And so begins a new loop. What is all this? Okay, wait. We saw the escape pod on the Brittle Hollow. One of 3. They were all launched from something called the Vessel. And that one was on Brittle Hollow. They constructed a temporary settlement beneath the crashed escape pod. We saw that. They abandoned this settlement over growing concerns about its stability. There's more to explore here. Okay, we should go back there. Yeah, they abandoned it for the glacier. They decided to migrate from the old sediment to the northern glacier. They used gravity crystals to crash the stable path. Yeah, we did explore the northern settlement, and I couldn't really find out anything else. But we need to find some kind of stone. Yes, I'm enjoying it very much. We're on our second day. Well, our third day. Our first day was technical difficulties. But really our day 2 of gaming. And yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with it. This is my kind of coziness. With puzzles and mysteries. And also like freedom to kind of go wherever you want, do whatever you want. The music is amazing. Everything. Having a lot of fun. Every warp tower is tuned to a specific astral body. Okay, so we found this is the first warp station we've seen. And that one is tuned to Brittle Hollow. Here's some instructions about how to use it. Oh, there's more to explore there. Interesting. I feel like, I don't know. We need to go back there. The northern glacier, covered in snow and ice. There's a uniquely shaped Nomai ruin on the surface. Okay, but that rune we understand is the warp. But we have to go back to the warp station, huh? I have done farewell. I don't know what farewell means. The Namayan Brittle Hollow observed a phantom moon that would sometimes appear in the sky. Okay. So we had this entry about the quantum moon. It seems like it's related to something on Brittle Hollow. Oh, Celeste, of course. It feels like a lifetime ago. Yeah, we did, this summer we played through Celeste. Yeah, fair, of course. We have a chatter Neon who's amazing at the game. Yeah, I still play a lot of music from Celeste on stream. I have a feeling we're going to be playing music from this game on stream now too. This will become part of our rotation. Anyway, yes, Celeste was a fun experience. That was challenging. We had to get good. But yeah, that was cool. Every couple weeks we kind of change it up. And right now we're on our Outer Wilds adventure. Nice. Yeah, it's that's the idea. We're vibing. We're relaxing. We're enjoying some games. We are encouraging positivity and empathy and support. And we're discovering new things in space. Right. Electrical systems damaged. All right. Well, we know how to repair. It seems like we just go like this. Did I fix everything? Oh, unidentified signal nearby. Yo, thanks for the follow, Matthew. Electrical systems. Thanks, dude. We're on our way to 50 followers. And then we get emotes and fun stuff. I'll have to do some jump repairs. But thanks for following, man. Ooh. Why am I so bad? Please? Yeah, we might not even use our ship again, so this doesn't really matter. There we go. Let's refuel. Thanks, dude. Quantum fluctuations. I guess it doesn't matter what our... Whoa! The moon just pooped on us. We didn't take damage. Wait, this is a quantum thing. If I look away, is it going to disappear? Let's not look away. This looks like the stuff that was moving around in the quantum grove. Plume, Felix, and I have determined this atypical shard of rock is the reason objects in this grove are behaving in a quantum manner. The only other object we observed displaying this quantum behavior is the wandering moon. I imagine the moon's behavior and this groves are related. In her note from earlier, Felix mentions this strange type of rock isn't found elsewhere on Brittle Hollow. What if it isn't organically from this planet? This quantum shard is from the wandering quantum moon. Perhaps it is even a small piece of the moon itself. A unique signal is coming from this shard. Curiously, our friend the wandering moon sounds the same. Okay. Which means maybe if we could find this signal in the sky, it would show us the quantum moon. That would stand to reason. It sounds the same. I've also heard the same signal this shard produces calling out from Giant's Deep, Timber Hearth, and the Hourglass Twins. Suppose there are other shards like this one. Yeah, there is a quantum moon on, or quantum grove on Timber Hearth. Does every planet have a quantum moon? Look at that. Yikes. Yeah, because there's something 30,000 kilometers away. Giant's Deep has one. Kind of spooky sounding. So it's not coming from this moon. There's one really far. Can I find the others? 10,000. That looks like the Ash Twins. Can we find the moon? There's like, you see these like parentheses? When you get closer, they get closer together. That's the Timber Hearth. Oh, the Grove Shard. Okay, so we've already located that one. I'm having a hard time making these other ones line up. I don't know where those other two are. Mysteries to solve. Let's see what's going on over here. Now, if I turn around, is this thing going to be gone? Yeah. Wait, did it move? Yeah. Weird. Okay, let's read. The trees are moving. The trees in this grove wander about freely, the entire plant, roots, and all. This is not normal even for this alien planet, and I never see them move. Is that even possible? If anyone else witnesses this disturbing behavior, I implore you, record your observations here. Either these trees are aberrant, or my brain must be. Plume is right. The trees do move. I confess I didn't notice until I read his notes. Alarmingly, it isn't only the trees. There is other matter in this area, such as that unusual shard, moving in the same eerie way. That rock is unusual for another reason too, Thatch. It possesses color and texture I've never seen elsewhere on this planet. Hypothesis: this rock shard presence is significant. We should study it. Could it be what it is causing other nearby objects to also move about this area? Yeah, so we noticed this in the grove back on Timber Hearth. I almost called Timber Hearth Earth because I feel like it's our home. But everything moves. So look, 2 trees and the thing. And if we look away, well, I guess those trees are still there, huh? Now there's a new tree here. Yeah, so everything here is moving. What if it's us that are moving? Whoa, what's down here? Wait. That's a symbol for the eye. That's the Ash Twins. Wait, was that just moving? Yeah, that thing's moving. What is that? Okay, we gotta get down in here somehow. This is in the middle of the planet, kinda. I think we have more to read. See what this says. Beneath your feet lies the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. If you are preparing to make your first pilgrimage to the quantum moon, descend the steps to the entrance below. The knowledge held within will help you on your journey. Oh. Oh, we have our songs. Walking Dead, Denzel Curry, and Righteous Minds, Joey Badass. Nice. Thanks, Guff. Give him a listen. So this is that settlement. Wait, but I can't even see where we were before. There's a lot of other things down here inside the planet. Brittle Hollow has a lot to explore. The Tower of Quantum Knowledge. I want to get in there. We should be careful. It also looks like there's some text over here. Entrance to the Tower of Quantum Knowledge below 90 meters. Okay. The Southern Observatory south 550 meters. So if I go that way, I get to the Southern Observatory. But we're here at the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. Maybe we should go down. Does this change the way the elevator goes? Oh, cool. Okay. I want quantum knowledge. This is not taking us to the black hole, is it? Okay. Nice. Oh, something happened. what's this? The crossroads. So this makes like a portal somewhere. Wow. Let's read. Maybe we can't get in there. Be welcomed in this place. Above you stands the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. If you are making your first pilgrimage to the Quantum Moon, ascend these stairs and obtain the last of the knowledge you need for your journey. That would be cool, but the walkway ends. Is there any way we can fly our ship in this hole? Probably we can't even get in here. Dang, so the Tower of Quantum Knowledge is blocked off to us. What are the chances that we can... Yeah, we just don't have the boost for it. Ooh, I gotta remember fall damage and running into things. Okay, well the crossroads is something. The Southern Observatory is the reason we came to this planet in the first place. Let's go see what this Southern Observatory thing is all about. They were building something to track the eye. At least that's what our question mark was about. And maybe one day we'll get in here. It's telling us to launch our scout when we get up close. Now, why would it be telling us that? Yeah, there's the way down. Okay, we'll come back. Let's see what this is. Maybe this takes us to the Southern Observatory. Is there a sign that talks about what this is? No, there's not really. So that doesn't look like it goes anywhere. Ooh, maybe something's broken. Because these don't really look like they go anywhere. I mean, maybe they do, but I'm afraid we're going to go in the black hole if we do that. Let's go back to the crossroads. What's that? Whoa. Maybe that's from the moon. Yeah, we have to go down. There's a cool mechanic for the elevators. Look at our little spacesuit. We have orange shoelaces. Is our ship safe here on the planet? Yeah, it is. Okay. Now, it looks like it splits. Let's just go with the flow. Let's see where this takes us. Is there anything over there that we should have been seeing? It looks like there's something there. Did I choose the wrong path? Is this falling? Are we falling into the black hole? Wait. What happened there? Oh. We fell into the black hole. The whole... Okay, well, let's go back to the station. You know, our ship said we did have more to explore here on the White Hole station. I think I'm going way too fast. Okay, here we go. Maybe over time the black hole, like, sucks everything in? I don't know. But whatever we were standing on there fell into the black hole. Now there's more to explore here, huh? Oh, look. This. You know, on the North Pole we needed this stone to read about things. And here we have it. Okay, we have to go activate this thing. That's why there's more to explore here, maybe. Turn this on. Now, can I warp with that? Where'd I put it? Remember we saw some stuff on the North Pole and we were like, hey, Need a stone for this. Now we have the stone. Wonder how much longer we have left in this loop, though. There's the interloper. Oh, we can see where our ship is. That kind of tells us where the planet is. There we go. Did we just go through the sun? Okay, fuel is not great. Oxygen's okay. Let's see if this tells us what we want. It was here, I think. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so this is the Ember Twin and the Brittle Hollow icons. This is Pi. I don't think we've seen him before. Rami and I reviewed the records you sent, Poke, and they appear to show Nomai are arriving at the warp receiver on Brittle Hollow slightly before departing from the Whitehall station. Oh, that's weird. I understand it's exceedingly odd, but Clary and I have tested and retested the equipment, and the result is the same every time someone warps. The interval is incredibly minuscule, roughly 100,000th of a second. Do you suppose our instruments can't accurately measure time to such a small degree? So are they saying, like, when we're standing on the warp platform, we show up here on Brittle Hollow before we leave the other place? We're in two places at once? That's weird. As I've already told Rami, these measurements can't be accurate. Maybe it's Rami. How can a Nomai arrive on Brittle Hollow before he or she ever stepped onto the teleporter? The implications are absurd. Spoke as Pi is confident the reading is inaccurate. She's kindly helping me attempt to recreate this phenomenon at the High Energy Lab. We're designing an experiment to take more data. Spoke, the High Energy Lab is in the canyon on Ember Twin's equator. Come here at once. Okay, so this is another reason to go to those Ash Twin planets. There's something that they were mining on Timber Hearth to encapsulate something. Maybe they were... Oh, that was on the Ash Twin. Something interesting is on the Ash Twin, and now we have a high energy lab on the Ember Twin. Don't disagree. It would mean I've inadvertently broken several fundamental theories regarding this universe. We would have to reconsider all our beliefs about the nature of time. Yes, I hope so too. Huh. Mysteries. And what if we put this here? We did this on Timber Hearth in the mine. And it's, yeah, some kind of projection. So this is showing us a projection of something on the Ember Twin. I guess here we are in the Ember Twin. So what are we looking at exactly? Is this the high energy lab? Weird, right? Now, if I just walk out of this when this starts... Okay. Is there something important that we need to be noticing here? Or is it just telling us, hey, go here? Very close to the sun. Something is here. Yeah, we saw a projection like this. It showed us something very mysterious. Okay, so where were we before we got on this tangent? We were trying to navigate through the inside of Brittle Hollow, but we fell into the black hole. Oh yeah, I have to be careful. That's how we died last time, by zooming around too fast. Let's be a little more chill. There's our ship. Maybe we should stop for a little refuel at our ship. Yeah, I gotta stop going so fast. We're gonna hurt ourselves. Oh, okay, that was close. Oh yeah, that's the Quantum Grove thing. Now, is there any way to jump in here without falling into the black hole? Low fuel. We're going too fast. Maybe we just make a jump for it. Oh look, we're falling into the black hole again. This happened last time. Don't die. It's like the black hole slowly pulls the planet towards itself. We actually haven't had a loop reset today. They've all been deaths. But I feel like that was about to be the end of that loop. That's weird. That's 2 times now the black hole like sucked us in. Well, we still, I don't know, we still have some question marks to uncover on Brittle Hollow. So let's check our ship's log question mark situation. Like, as we're exploring Brittle Hollow here, we're not getting a lot of answers, and we're uncovering a lot of questions. Okay, we gotta remember to put our suit on. Quantum shard, quantum signal, tower of quantum knowledge, high energy lab. The Nomai detected a quantum signal coming from somewhere on the Hourglass Twins. The Nomai detected a quantum signal coming from somewhere on Giant's Deep. And there's a quantum signal somewhere on the moon of this place. Brittle Hollow. This tower, located on Brittle Hollow's equator, held useful knowledge for Nomai embarking on their first pilgrimage to the quantum moon. Yeah, but we couldn't find a way in there. And then this is the shard. It wanders when no one is watching. The Nomai determined the shard is the region objects in this grove behave in a quantum manner. The Nomai hypothesized that the shard is actually a piece of the quantum moon. The shard emits the same signal as the quantum moon. So we have a lot of weird quantum stuff happening. But we can't get into the Tower of Quantum Knowledge yet. Are we done exploring the White Hole Station? Yes. Warped objects appeared to arrive at the receiver in Brittle Hollow before they departed the White Hole Station. This negative time interval between an object arriving and departing was incredibly minuscule, roughly 100,000ths of a second. The Nomai were skeptical if their equipment could even measure this time to such a small degree, and so they were going to test it at the High Energy Lab, which is in the Ember Twin. And then we have something going on at the Ash Twin. So we could go explore those places. There's more to explore at the old settlement. Okay, maybe we should go there. I mean, there's things happening everywhere, but let's go back to the old settlement. And we got there from the escape pod. So, back to Brittle Hollow. I mean, we have a lot of points of interest now on these other planets too. But let's be as thorough as we can here on Brittle Hollow first. The 2 little planets by the sun look kind of cool. They're kind of small. They look cool. They look dangerous. Are we coming in too hot? I think this is it here. Uh-oh. That looks okay. Oh. That does not look okay. I unbuckled before we landed. Okay, we have our first crash landing death. Someone said when you crash land, you'll know. I think the ship was okay, actually. I think the problem is I was in a hurry and I unbuckled. So our poor guy just flew into the ceiling. Yeah, we gotta be more careful with our ship flying. But I like how the stakes are low. Like if something goes wrong, you just reset. No worries. Okay, let's try this again. I think we should go back to the escape pod again and go to the settlement from there. There's some other stuff on the surface of the planet here. There's some dome over there to the right. And what's that stuff to the left as well? Well, let's go to the settlement. Trying to stay on track. Okay, that was not bad. In terms of like a softer landing than we've had before. Oh, is that gonna hurt us? You gotta be more careful. I zip around too much. So I think we came all the way through here, and there was a path into the settlement down here. Yeah. Maybe there's a more efficient way to get there, but this is the way we're going to be taking. This is the way we came. And I should probably be more careful, but it is what it is. Okay, so we were here before. Be cautious of falling rock. Oh, that's right. We diverted to try to follow those crystals. So now let's actually go in here. Look at all this. Like there's some branching things. That's the symbol for the eye. Cool music. What do we have here? Am I stuck? This knowledge is too dear to lose. Here is everything we can recall about the signal we encountered while aboard the vessel. The signal looked like an eye, round, with a circle at the center, much like a pupil. Suppose the signal was looking for something. The signal was older than the universe itself. This is the most significant detail. No Nomai clan has ever encountered anything like it. How can anything in this universe be older than the universe itself? Imagine what rare and profound knowledge it might offer. We must find this eye of the universe. So something called the eye that's older than the universe itself was sending out a signal. And maybe that's related to them crashing. That's the symbol for the eye. Ship log updated. Well, there's an eye lab on the Ember Twin. Wait, the eye lab is supposed to be here on the South Pole. We just haven't been able to get there yet. Okay, let's make our way around this settlement. Are there like multiple paths? There kind of are. This is where we came from. Start off to the right and we'll work our way around. What else can we learn here? The Nomai settlement. Another cozy place. Oh, more text. Is the hardest part of this tragedy not knowing who we may have lost, or will the hardest part come later when we learn? Be well, Aunt Milleray. Oh, because there were like other escape pods. The vessel crashed. Oh no, this leads us back to where we just were. I just didn't go the right way. Oh, wait. Oh yeah, see stuff? Look at that. Oh, there goes our ship. That's what happened. So the floating moon is dropping these bombs, and sometimes I guess where we were got hit. And that's what made it drop. That's what made our ship drop. But now we understand why our ship just appeared way out there last time. So, I don't know, maybe we might get unlucky and fall into the black hole. Let's explore as much as we can until then. More text. Ooh, tree. Ooh, I need to stay by to get it all the way. Nice. My brother wasn't in Escape Pod 1 with us. Was he in Pod 2 or Pod 3? Was he able to board an escape pod at all? We sacrificed too much arriving here. I will not allow our clan's greatest loss to be in vain. Damn. So maybe we'll find remnants of the other escape pods as we explore. But it seems like the Nomai that are here, or that were here, were pretty cut off from everybody else. Enough so that they just like built a settlement here. Should I jump for that? Maybe we go up here. Maybe this way. I don't think we saw down here. Careful now. That's crazy that the bomb hit exactly where our ship was sitting. Trees. What's going on in here? Text. Look out below. Look out for the gravity hole. Or should you slip and lose your grip, then into space you'll go. We have a poet. The Nomai were poets. Yeah, so if that happens, I guess we just warp back and keep exploring. Oh, look at this. So this is the eye giving a signal to the vessel, maybe? Maybe that's their vessel. And the dark bramble got the vessel? Is that what that is? And then the 3 escape pods went out. One to the twins, one to Brittle Hollow, one didn't make it out of the bramble. I don't know if we interpreted that right, but maybe that's true. Yeah, the bramble has some weird stuff happening with it. Oh, let's read this text. I can't understand. Why did the vessel crash in that place? We warped to follow that curious signal from the eye of the universe. Where we arrived was wrong. It wasn't where we tried to go. Suppose it wasn't a problem with the vessel, but with our destination. I'm afraid for our friends in Escape Pod 3. Maybe that's the one here that didn't make it out of the bramble? Was the vessel unwell in some way? No, Anona and I checked before the warp, and the warp core and navigation systems were both well. We have quite a few things to search on the twin planets now. And the dark bramble has some mysteries as well. Why can't I get up? And I hope, it's kind of hard to tell if we've seen everything we need to see in the settlement here. Here's something. We can hear the other escape pods' distress signals, which gives me hope. Oh yeah, that's in the... I think we have a signal for that? Distress beacon. So there's the one on the planet here. And there's others. Can I see what I'm looking at? Or the way I'm facing? Giant's Deep. I guess we think there's one on Dark Bramble and there's one on the Ember and Ash Twin. I am unsure how to be without you. Damn. That's sad. I am unsure how to be me without you. Uso lost his partner. Damn. Okay. I think we've learned everything to learn at the settlement here. I want to try to get to the South Pole. I'm not sure what the best way to do that is. We couldn't follow those stones. And navigating the surface of this place is kind of hard because we could fall down into the black hole at any moment. And our ship got sucked into the black hole, but we can't fly there. I think we saw everything there is to see here. We can always get on our ship, maybe next time loop, and see if it says there's more to explore here. We could just fall into a black hole now and go get our ship. It's close enough. Yeah, the music is really nice. We did read all this. Maybe let's try this one more time. Oh wait, now it's connected. The last time one of those bombs must have hit and made a gap that we couldn't cross. But now we can cross. Anyway, I agree. I upvote that comment. The music is really nice. Ooh, and we have another gap. Now maybe this happened from something that hit from the moon. I don't think we can make that jump. And I think if we try, we're falling into the black hole. But maybe that way we can get our ship and we can go to the South Pole on our ship. So we don't really have that much to lose. Yeah. Ouch. Okay. Go get our ship. I need to look up like a soundtrack for this game. We can listen to it outside of our gaming experience. There's the warp station. There's our ship. Can I get in? Yes, we can. Okay, we're home. Get a refuel. Let's check our ship log. So there's the panels of the mural. Another, and yeah, okay, the other escape pods and the vessel. So did we learn everything there is to learn at the settlement? I think we do. We did. They worked together to recall an eye-shaped signal they encountered while aboard the vessel. The signal was somehow older than the universe itself. The Nomai decided to call it the Eye of the Universe. Imagine we see that in game. Game over. The Eye of the Universe crashed the vessel. They warped to the solar system in a spaceship called the Vessel. They were attempting to follow a signal from the Eye of the Universe. They crashed somewhere in the Dark Bramble. One of the 3 escape pods never made it out of Dark Bramble. One of them landed somewhere on the Hourglass Twins. So they encountered the signal. They were ensnared by the Dark Bramble. And then it shows where the 3 escape pods were. So we did interpret that correctly. The Nomai decided to migrate from the old settlement to the northern glacier. Oh. The northern settlement is what we did not see. I think at the beginning of the next loop, we need to go straight to Brittle Hollow and try to make it to the northern settlement before that pathway gets crashed. But there's still something on the south of Brittle Hollow. Yeah, the Southern Observatory. Let's try to go there. That's what we set out to do. Are we too far away? One of these things is Brittle Hollow. I think that's it, yeah. Autopilot to it. Our loop could be ending at any minute now, too. Yeah, this music is starting up. You're reading this, you lose. The Nomai seem friendly. The Nomai don't seem like they would write something like that. But we have a lot of mysteries to uncover about the Nomai. What's this? Oh, that's Timber Hearth. Is it? Yeah. Now the Southern Observatory. Maybe it's that thing over there. Yeah, look how much of the planet has been hit by the stuff from the moon. I think at the beginning of the cycle, there's not all those holes in it like that. This looks like an observatory. I think our cycle is ending. Maybe that's Ryback's ship? Somebody's ship. Didn't our ship log say Ryback was here or something? What's on here? Can't get in. Let me get in here. Everything has been so mysterious on this planet, we can't get into some of these things. Is there an entrance? It must be from inside the planet, huh? There's the quantum tower on the equator. There's the settlement to the north. Ooh. There's this on the south. Yeah, we're not going to be able to get in unless we get inside this thing. Maybe we should fly the ship in there. And see if we can land in there somewhere. I could be missing an entrance, but I don't see one. But let's try. Put our piloting skills to the test. And there's all kinds of holes in the planet now, like right here. Doesn't really look like there's... Oh, the black hole's kind of taking us in. Doesn't look like there's a way in from under here, does it? Oh, ooh, there. Can I land here? I'm worried our cycle is going to end soon. Let's explore quickly. Ooh, wait a second. Maybe we need to be flying with our ship. Oh, there's these crystals. Can I make it to that? Nice. Okay. Danger. Ghost matter detected nearby. Okay. That's gonna hurt us. That's showing us that the ghost matter is everywhere. We can't get through. We need a means to get past ghost matter, huh? Well, we can rotate the camera. Is there any way to get by? Do we jump over it? We could try to jump over it, but then we might lose our gravity situation. Wait, is that where we just came from? No, we should jump to that. Okay. Something... Oh, the lamp fell. These lamps keep stumping me. Okay. Ghost matter detected nearby. Here? Okay. Maybe now we can jump to that? If I jump to the right? Hopefully we can make it. Okay. Keep following. Is there more ghost matter? No, it looks like it's just behind us. Now where are we going is the question. Oh. Nice. Okay, we made it to the observatory. Maybe? Be very careful. Oxygen is good because there's trees here. Oh no, 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 no. Damn. Wait, can I make it to that thing? Get me in the elevator? Get me in that elevator? No. Okay, we're here again. Let's go back to Whitehall Station. Oh wait, our ship's here with us. The ship must have taken a spill, so we can get back kind of quickly. I think I had just said, let's be careful. And then I was not careful. Get back. Here's the bramble. Is the autopilot gonna crash us into the dark bramble? That's a yes. Ship's hull breached. We do a repair? Wait. Oh, ship's actually dead, huh? Yeah, that's part of the ship. Okay, so autopilot isn't so auto, is it? Well, we're on the dark bramble. What should we do while we're here? There's a lot of weird stuff going on in this place. There's some kind of like portal inside it with an anglerfish. Yeah, that. It looks like this. What happens if we go in here? There's another one of these on Timber Hearth. If I go in here, are we like entering the portal to the anglerfish? This is where we think feldspar is. Yeah, he's here playing his harmonica. 1,700 meters away. But where are we? It's weird because the bramble... Like, the space in here is much bigger than the space the bramble takes up. There are some lights. I guess we just go towards these lights. Although that could be the anglerfish light. He might be a bad man's. Try not to use too much fuel. Yeah, oxygen is an issue as well. Looks kind of spooky in here. Guess we just flowed through. So what are we looking at there? Oh. Now, do we want to go in that? I guess we do. There's other lights to explore as well. Oh yeah, now we have another world inside this world. Weird. Oh, here's the anglerfish. Now they probably want to hurt us. I don't see feldspar's signal here. Whoa! Oh no. That scared me. So they didn't notice us till we hit the wall. Oh, that resets the loop. Wow, I wonder if we get a weapon at some point. Okay, the dark bramble. That's a strange place, huh? I think we go back to Brittle Hollow and try to get into the southern observatory. Like we did before I fell. But now, I mean, we gotta see what's going on at the dark bramble at some point soon, too. We're gonna have to be stealthy around the fish. Yeah, that was a crazy... I don't know what that was about. We don't totally understand the dark bramble. Nothing new, huh? Let's try to get back to the southern observatory. Yeah, that was weird, right? It's like, it's this thing. Where is it? It's this little planet here. But when you go inside of it, inside this thing in the middle, there's like a whole nother world. Not crazy. Brittle Hollow, there it is. A lot of mysteries. Very interesting indeed. One of our friends is there playing the harmonica and we must save him. I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. We have a lot of questions and not a lot of answers, but that kind of makes it fun. It's super cozy. Like every time this thing resets, we can go anywhere we want. We can do anything we want. The freedom is kind of cool. You know? Learning about the Nomai. Learning about the eye of the universe. Oh, wait, we haven't been here. Have we? There's so much stuff here. Yeah, we have not been here. Okay, we're once again distracted from the Southern Observatory. Oh, I don't have my suit on. Wait. Yeah, that's the second time tonight we didn't put our suit on. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice. Wait, that's not how it goes. Okay, let's run it back. Let's run it back. Okay, step number 1. Put on our suit. Here. Step number 2 is fly. Where is the Brittle Hollow? But yeah, I'm liking it, Philly. What have you been up to? Have you been reading your manga? Have you been playing your Resident Evils? Are you enjoying the Outer Wilds viewing experience? Any or all of the above? There's Brittle Hollow. Okay, let's try. I got distracted by whatever that was we saw on the surface. Let's try to get back in that Southern Observatory. So it looks like a hole just formed right near. Is there a hole here? We need a hole. And at the beginning of the cycle, there's no holes. But we kind of flew up in there. We're gonna have to go inside the planet. We need a hole. Did that just make a hole? Like some of the explosions are bigger than the others. Here's the crazy quantum grove. Yes, yeah, at the beginning of the loop, the planet is intact. We go in like this way. Yeah, what is this? I guess since we're here, we should see what this is. Yeah, I put my suit on, right? Yeah. Oh, this is not the best place to be landed. Let's like, oh boy, let's read it. Oh boy. There's no way. Okay, we're doing that thing. Oh, what's that? Oh, here's Dark Bramble. Oh, maybe we should be in our ship when we go explore all that craziness. Yeah, let's go back to Whitehall Station and get back. Gotta be really careful. Kind of everywhere. We have to be careful everywhere we go. Okay. We go down. Turn this thing on. Go up. And we fly. We're going to be kind of far from where we just were on our ship. Maybe we can get there via the surface. If there's not too many holes in the surface. Okay, we're here. Our ship is way far. I guess it's not that bad. Let's see if we can go on foot. We gotta be careful though, like look, there's a hole. Cool, but not your type of game. That's fair. I don't blame you. Black Ops 6, nice. Little zombies, little multiplayer. I saw something that said they're gonna have prop hunt. I've seen some very entertaining prop hunt videos. Multiplayer. Very nice. Gonna get that dark matter. Okay, we're back. How do we get over there? Got a whole little town here. What is this? Freeze detected. Cool. Oh. Brittle Hollow projection stone. This is from Brittle Hollow to Brittle Hollow. Yeah, what's this? Oh, this is inside the quantum place. Maybe? It looks like the bridge to the quantum place. But we gotta get in there. We don't know how to do yet. Okay, let's see what else is going on around here. Oh, let's take our stone down here. I wonder if we leave the stone here, when we go to the other side, we can like pick the stone up. Prop hunt in season 1, nice. I'm at the shuttle. I'm ready to make my first pilgrimage to the quantum moon. That's exciting. You're almost ready, but there's still one more rule you need to learn. Come see me at the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. The tower is on the opposite side of Brittle Hollow. If you follow the path west to the crossroads, you can reach the tower from there. My gratitude for the directions. I'll see you soon. Okay, so I think we know about this because we did see the crossroads path. However, the entrance to the tower is like kind of broken. There's our ship on the edge. We got an elevator. Can I make it to that? It's kind of risky. I think we go for it. Oh, this looks like a warp. Oops, I don't know how we're gonna get back in our ship. Okay, here's the bottom of this elevator. So what does this say? The crossroads, okay. Is there anything else here besides this elevator? Oh wait. Yeah, there is, this whole area. The Southern Observatory. Ah, yes, that's what we want. Okay, so this is the place to be. And what's this? Some kind of machine that sends you somewhere? Yeah, we do want to see the Southern Observatory. Let's see what else is here, though. Look like another warp platform down there. The crossroads with a broken path. You see, at any moment we could get crashed into the center. The shuttle is currently resting at the quantum moon. Oh. Activate the gravity cannon. Call the shuttle home. Let's call the shuttle home. Oh my God, there's a shuttle there. The guy who went to the quantum moon. I kind of want to go to the Tower of Quantum Knowledge to understand more about what all this stuff is, but like, what is this? Oh. I am here. After watching it wander the skies for so long, I am about to stand for the first time on the quantum moon. As expected, my shuttle has landed at the moon's south pole. I will make the remainder of my journey on foot. We don't know why the quantum moon always welcomes its visitors at the South Pole, just that this is true. As a child, I considered such unknowns sinister. Now, though, I understand they bear no ill will. The universe is as we are. I am ready. Wow. So this thing was at the quantum moon. Oh no, what are these? I'm scared. Where are we going? Whoa. Am I back? We're back. What's this? This is... We're taking off to go somewhere. But let go. Are we in flight somewhere? Yeah, look at that. Is this going to the quantum moon? I don't know, I'm kind of scared. Okay, let's remember that. I want to go to the observatory. Well, the other thing to do there is activate the gravity cannon. See what that does. Oh, fuel's low. I would refuel it in the ship, but we did a weird park job. Let's do this. Oh, and that sends it away. Okay. That calls it back. But we could take that somewhere. Let's go to the observatory while we are here, and then if this loop isn't over yet, we'll come back and do this. Assuming we can make it to the observatory. Take us. If an explosion happens, we're kind of stuck here. Oh, there's the crossroads. I think we went by there before. Oh, or this is about to end. We go the right way. We are heading south. Maybe this will take us there. Looks like it. Am I gonna have to jetpack to get up to it? Uh-oh. Okay, nice. Okay, yeah, this looks familiar. Like we're coming in on the other side. Okay. To the observatory. Now this will tell us if there's ghost matter in the way, right? Oh, we're missing stones. Do I jump up to those? Whoa. This is looking familiar. Again, the stones are gone. We go to that. Are we here? Yeah, this is where we fell before. Okay, can I make it up to that? Or to something up here, maybe? Okay, so below us is the black hole. Maybe that gets us there? I'm scared that we're not going to make it. We gotta go for it. Nice. Okay, the observatory. We're here. Weird. 2 tornadoes. Spooky music. Can't tell if we lost. Oh, we're still here. Okay, sorry guys. What to do first? Is there a door I can open so we can get back easily? In here, I did it. I put the ship down safely. And that ship went down. I didn't sustain bodily harm. A few minor repairs, and it's like the ship never even hit those rocks. One of my better attempts, Feldsar would barely have laughed at me, I bet. That's the good news. The bad news, I haven't found a way inside the structure yet. The door is broken, and I know I'm not great at exploring, but I think I would have found a different entrance by now if there was one, but probably. I can't get inside from here, but I know there are paths below the surface. I'm going to head north to the ruins on the equator to try to find a way down. So that's Rybeck, we think. But I couldn't find this entrance. Oh, it was right by his ship. But even if I had found this, we would have come and seen that the door was blocked. But where is Rybeck? Was he one of the instrument players? Yeah, there's someone very close. 400 meters away. Okay, we need to find him. But right now we're focused. We have a stone. Giant's Deep stone. Let's do this before we go over there. Hanoi, Daz, and I were lifting orbital probe cannon components into orbit for assembly, and one somehow sank down beneath the current. Orbital probe cannon components. Hanoi, you should have seen it. We thought it was impossible for any cannon components to sink even partially below the current, but ours sank straight to the core. Orbital probe cannon components. Kusaba convinced me not to try to recreate the phenomenon myself using other cannon parts, but we're very curious to know what happened. How could something pass through the current? My gratitude for your interesting question. This is exciting. Spire constructed a model of Giant's Deep here at Brittle Hollow's Southern Observatory, and it reveals how an object might sink below the current. Hanoi, I'm unable to grasp the answer by looking through the projection pool. If I visit the observatory, would you kindly explain? If you don't mind the trek beneath the surface to the South Pole, I'd be delighted to see you. There are 2 trailheads, one at Brittle Hollow's gravity cannon and one at the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. So they're talking about coming here to this observatory. And something about the orbital probe cannon on Giant's Deep. I don't know about all this stuff yet. Let's see what this projection shows us. So this is Giant's Deep. Okay. Interesting. The gas giant. There's some kind of warp thing there. Oh, cool. Giant's Deep looks fun. I didn't notice if we got a ship's log updated when we did all this. The current. I wonder what they're talking about. The core of the current. Do we take this with us over here? What are these? This is spooky. Okay, let's see what this is about. Cassava's construction yard has been using the cyclones on Giant's Deep to lift orbital probe cannon parts into orbit, but one component was pushed down past the current that usually prevents anything from sinking. So there's a current that usually prevents something from sinking, and something did sink. Construction yard on Giant's Deep to lift orbital probe cannon parts. Fire and I are crafting a model to determine why this happened. An update, it's now clear there are two different types of cyclone. Most cyclones on Giant's Deep rotate clockwise. Like that one. These are the cyclones Cassava typically uses to send components into orbit. There also exists a rarer type of cyclone that spins the opposite direction and pushes objects beneath the waters and below the current. My gratitude, Spire. Kanoi is showing me your handiwork, and I'm intrigued by this secondary type of cyclone. But was it really necessary to build a model to tell me that? The model will be useful as we continue monitoring Giant's Deep. Also, I very much wanted to make a model. Okay. Should I get inside these things? Oh wait, there's more up here. Maybe that's just a model that guy made. Okay. The observatory. That's the Ember Twins. Or the Hourglass Twins. Oh. What is that? This is Brittle Hollow. Oh, it's showing everything. So that's the sun, there's the Hourglass Twins, there's Brittle Hollow. Oh, this is Brittle Hollow. That's Timberhearth. And Giant's Deep. And the Dark Bramble. The Eye. Oh. So the Eye is this thing far away that's constantly moving around, huh? That's why I couldn't locate it. Unable to determine orbit, no signal detected matching any known criteria for the Eye of the Universe. Let's read this. What have we learned thus far in our search for the Eye of the Universe? Those of us on the vessel originally followed the Eye's signal to the star system, but we were unable to warp to the Eye itself. The locator we built on the Attlerock and the new, more sensitive locator we built here were both unable to detect any trace of the Eye's signal. Hypothesis: the Eye has stopped emitting its signal. Suppose the Eye doesn't wish to be found. Cassava, how can you suggest that? The Eye's signal called out to summon us to this star system. Yes, I'm aware I grew up hearing the Eye's story, yet we're no closer to finding it than you were when you first arrived here. Based on our knowledge of the quantum moon, we believe the Eye is in orbit around this star system's sun. This would mean the Eye is located within a finite, albeit enormous, range. So, what does the quantum tell us about that? Like, it's in many places at once? If you're not looking at it, it could be anywhere. But if you look at it, you can see it at that one space in time. Like an electron cloud kind of thing. They're showing it. This is the Eye. It's like way far. But they can't pinpoint it. How shall our methods change as we continue our search for the Eye of the Universe? We know what the Eye looks like thanks to the quantum moon, so what if we try to find the Eye visually instead? Let's send out a probe. We need to build a probe launching mechanism to cover these long distances quickly. A cannon in orbit around a celestial body would circumvent the need to escape gravity's pull. Oh, Giant's Deep, so that's the orbital cannon parts. they were talking about. Giant's Deep would be a good choice. It's furthest from the sun, so it would provide the best angles for launch, and it's moonless, except when the quantum moon is visiting. Let's build the cannon in orbit around Giant's Deep. As we couldn't find the eye's signal using two different devices built for this exact purpose, we should discontinue this search method. Ashar methods change. They couldn't find it using two different devices. Mallow's idea is clever, but we have no idea where the eye is in relation to here. The probability of launching a probe in the correct direction would be absurdly small. I believe I have a solution for that problem. Have you spoken with Raimi and Pi about the technology they're developing? We read about Raimi and Pi. And it looks like Cassava and Abens are talking about building a cannon around Giant's Deep. But Privet seems to say some sort of method should be discontinued. Okay, we have new things to explore. We have a lot of ship log updates. Our ship is still here. It hasn't fallen into the middle of this place yet. What happens if I get on this? Nothing. Kind of cool though. Oh, I see. It's explaining how the cyclones can move things. Well, maybe we should go take that guy's ship from this gravity cannon. Can I step on this? Kind of stuck up here now, huh? Cool. So now we have interesting things to learn about on Giant's Deep. Man, we need to find the guy who's here. Rybeck. Think we can make it to our ship without falling in? Or no, our ship's way over there. Oh, it's happening. This is the first time tonight we've made it here without dying. Yeah, so by the end of the cycle, like, this whole planet's surface is just wrecked. Fuel level critical. Let's go watch this. Oh, what's that? Oh, we haven't seen that. Oh, that's the quantum tower, huh? But we have no fuel to be able to do the thing. Okay, the cycle is ending. Really pretty music. I'm gonna try and get in here and watch it from here, but I think it's happening. Wow. And it goes quiet. Does the map change? Yeah, oh my gosh, look at that. Wow. Hey, I feel like that was a productive loop. We learned a lot. We'll have to go check our ship's log. There's still a couple more things on Brittle Hollow that we want to check out, but now we have to look at stuff on Giant's Deep. We still need to go to the Hourglass Twins. But I feel like we're starting to uncover some mysteries. Go read our ship log. But remember step 1? Put on the suit. So, gravity cannon, shuttle, southern observatory, tornado simulation, orbital probe cannon. Okay, so yeah, we saw this gravity cannon. A huge cylindrical structure that generates a strong upward gravity field. I recalled a Nomai shuttle from the quantum moon. Yeah, so maybe launching it out of there doesn't take us to the quantum moon. Maybe it just launches us out. Well, let's see, what does it say? When a Nomai named Solanum landed her shuttle at the quantum moon's south pole and prepared to make the rest of the journey on foot, visitors to the quantum moon always arrive at the south pole for reasons unknown to the Nomai. A Nomai named Solanum was told to visit the Tower of Quantum Knowledge to learn one final rule before embarking on her pilgrimage to the quantum moon. Okay, so before we do this, we have to get in the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. We couldn't find a way into. Now, the orbital probe cannon was constructed around Giant's Deep. Southern Observatory, we learned about the new, more sensitive locator the Nomai built in this observatory was unable to detect any trace of the eye's signal. Based on their knowledge of the quantum moon, the Nomai believed the eye was in a distant orbit around the sun. The Nomai decided to stop searching for the eye's signal and instead look for it visually by sending out a deep space probe. There were concerns that the probability of launching a probe in the correct direction would be absurdly small, and they were going to launch that from Giant's Deep. Most cyclones on Giant's Deep rotate clockwise. These are the cyclones the Nomai use to send components into orbit. There also exists a rarer type of cyclone that spins the opposite direction and pushes objects beneath the waters and below the current. So the counterclockwise tornadoes take you down. Rybeck landed their ship near the big dome at the South Pole. The door leading inside was broken. They decided to head north to the ruins on the equator in search of a way beneath the surface. Maybe that's these ruins? Let's go find Rybeck. Gabbro's on Giant's Deep. Maybe there's a way into this Tower of Quantum Knowledge, but we had a hard time finding it. But let's go see Rybeck on Brittle Hollow. Let's see if we can't find him. Maybe he could help us. Oh, I'm actually flying to the moon. Maybe we should do that. We haven't actually tried to get on the moon yet. A bunch of lava. Is there anything interesting we can see on this moon? This whole time we haven't thought to do that. Doesn't look like we can actually go. Oh, is there something there? I feel like that's just going to hurt us if we get too close. But it kind of looked like there was something there. Can I look inside here? Dangerous. It's like looking down the barrel of a gun. Hard to see in there. There's the grove. I think we want to go where the gravity cannon was. Just somewhere around here. There's the shuttle, the escape pod. There's the grove. Where is the gravity cannon? There. Go back over here. Kind of afraid to leave our ship on the surface because it could get knocked in at any minute. We're gonna put it right here. Like a glove. Now, Ryback. 300 meters down. Where is our mans? Is this how we got down? 200 meters that way. Yeah, that's the elevator back up. Where are you, Ryback? Is he in the black hole? We gotta find him. You down beneath us? We're getting closer. I don't know if we've actually been around this area. He's this way. Wait, he's underneath. Where are you, dude? Down there. Yeah, we have not been here. Let's see what this is. Can I get over there? I'm kind of scared to jump. I think we gotta jump for it. Looks like an elevator. Any text to tell us what's happening here? Just get an elevator going, I guess. Anything cool back that way? I don't know. It says he's 100 meters below us, so maybe this is... Looks like it's taking us in the black hole, but it's not. 62 meters. Okay. Well, we can hear his banjo. Unidentified signal. That must be him. Gravity cannon. Oh, that's saying the path is to the gravity cannon. Where are you at, dude? He's down there. Okay, let's see what this is on our way. There's some things to walk on. What is this about? There's the observatory. Gravity cannon points to the observatory. Don't know what that is. Is that the settlement? And that's where we are here? I don't know. Oh, read. Oh, these are Ryback's notes. That was deeply unpleasant. I made it this far, though. Guess that's the part to focus on and not how I'll eventually have to get back up that path. But wow, this place sure is something. Looks like the Hanging City is north from here. And east is a gravity cannon. I definitely want to see that. And another thing, I'm detecting oxygen from somewhere below. Which is good since I used up a lot of my supply screaming during the trip down from the surface. As soon as I stop dry heaving, I'm going to head farther down below so I can refill my tank. Okay, we're on the trail. And this is to the Hanging City, which I think we saw. I don't want to meander too far down here and get hit by something. But I'm assuming that's the settlement. And then this breaks off here. I actually don't know if we've seen that. Uh-oh. Maybe that's something for us to go back to. Let's go find Ryback. Or Banjo Man. That's the Hanging City. Yeah, I don't think we've been there. We went to the settlement, but I don't think we've been to the Hanging City. Okay, let's take these stones. Careful now. Black hole's right there. Okay, did we find him? What is this? Tower of Quantum Knowledge. Now, will that actually put us in? 3 minutes of oxygen remaining. What's this? Oh, just into the black hole. Okay, Ryback, you got some oxygen over here? Yes, you do. And jetpack refuel. What's up, Ryback? Living the life. Marshmallows? Wow. What's up, dude? Oh, you launched. That's great. Great job, you. I guess that means I've been out here a while, huh? Well, this is Brittle Hollow, but you probably knew that. A lot of history here. It's great. What are you doing here? I'm here to see the Hanging City. It's always been my dream to see it with my own 4 eyes. Ever since I was a hatchling. An alien race lived in the solar system long before our species even existed. How could I not want to see what their civilization was like? Only, you probably heard the others say it, right? I'm afraid of space. Seriously, I'm more surprised than anybody that I'm out here. Do you want to know how I even got this far? I fell, tripped over a gravity crystal. It's dumb luck I landed somewhere my little scout says is halfway stable, instead of being sucked into what's below. I've been gauging the stability of the ground around me using my little scout, and this seems to be the place with the best surface integrity. So I'm just going to stay here until I'm ready to move on. That's enough about me and my problems. You didn't come all this way to listen to me blather, did you? That'd be... yeah. I learned something. Where should I explore? What are you doing? See you later. We did learn something. What is it? We found the Nomai escape pod. So then the Nomai probably came here from somewhere outside the solar system, and they must have been in trouble when they launched their escape pod. But what kind of trouble? Where did the escape pod launch from? We learned about that. That's from the Dark Bramble. We can tell them how we learned about the old settlement. Isn't it amazing? Hard to believe the settlement is still standing, but there it is. It really makes you appreciate living somewhere like Timber Hearth, somewhere there isn't constantly bombarded with meteors and rocks. And we could tell them... oh, okay, that's what we told them about. Where should I explore here? Where shouldn't you explore? Not the black hole, actually. That's very... no. It is unfortunate because the most exciting stuff is all below the crust, including the Hanging City that's just to the north. You can kind of see it from here. There's also this big dome on the South Pole called the Southern Observatory. We did go there. You can't get inside from the surface. Trust me, I tried. But if it's like the rest of the Nomai structures here, there's probably a path to it beneath the crust somewhere. Good luck with exploring. If you learn anything about the Nomai, I'd love to hear it, if it's not too much trouble. Okay, he just told us all this. We asked him what he's doing. He says, me, I'm an archaeologist, remember? Or the archaeologist. Seeing as I'm all Timber Hearth Scott right now. Brittle Hollow is rich with Nomai history. That's why I'm here. This planet is an absolute treasure trove of culture, history, and science. If you have any questions about the Brittle Hollow Nomai, I'm your Hearthian. Or I have some knowledge of them, I mean. So maybe I can help. Okay. Let's identify Ryback. Okay. Gotta identify all the instrument guys. Goes off. I wonder if that like resets something. Here's his little scout. We roast a marshmallow. Taking off our helmet. Okay. So there's the Hanging City. Yeah, look at this stuff falling. We need to make it to the Hanging City. We can try to see if this will let us into the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. But everything we've tried... yeah, it looks like this is taking us into the base of it. Which is where we can't get in from. Look, there's some stairs there. Yeah, this is where we were. And we didn't have much luck. Can't get up high enough. I think we read all this last time we were here. Yeah. Maybe there's a way to like fly into it. There's some stairs there. Can I get out of this elevator once we're in it? Oh, it's pointing down right now. Ooh, not good. Okay, that wasn't the way. I wonder if we could try to parkour in somehow like that. And the hanging city we need to see as well. Well, I'm coming in way too hot. Oh, we're actually okay. Okay. Maybe we can fly our ship to the hanging city. Ouch. Okay, we gotta do the thing where we warp back. That's number 1. We put the thing in the thing. And we stand on the thing. Oh, I kind of made it point the wrong direction. That's okay. So maybe when we land here, we'll go get our ship and try and fly into the hanging city. But we found Ryback. I guess we could also get in that ship from the Gravity Canyon, but I don't know where it's going to take us. It says it came from the Quantum Moon, but they made it sound like the chances of getting to it are so small. Are we close to our ship? Sort of. There's a path to it. This looks like a hole. No? We gotta be careful. We don't fall in. Yeah, see, this is the issue. There's holes everywhere. Spooky. Okay. We get a little refuel. Now, can we go inside this thing? The black hole will drag us in. Is that the hanging city? Yeah, that is it. We're going so fast. Get in here. This is going to be a crash landing. Come on now. Get up in there. Black holes making flying very difficult. What are we hitting? I just want to land. Come on. Velocity matched. Okay. This is a little treacherous. Maybe this is okay? No, that does not look okay. Okay, we might render this thing unflyable, but how's this? That looks okay. Okay, we'll take that. Okay, the hanging city. Danger, ghost matter detected nearby. Okay, so we can't go in there. Noted. Oh wait, I don't want to get back in there. Okay, so there's a warp point there. Let's explore over here first and then we'll go up. Hanging city. I don't really know what to expect here. Look up here real quick. Gravity's kind of weird here. Okay, there's nothing here. The music is spooky. What's that? Elevator. Ghost matter detected, huh? Down here? Those crystals? Did we take this elevator then? Oh, I thought it was going to take us a lot farther. Okay. Spooky. Trees. Ghost matter. Down there. What's going on in this place? Ghost matter detected? Maybe it's talking about the stuff down below us. Seems like we're okay. What is this place? So we have some text and another scroll here too. Very cool. So, explanation of festivals from Lami. All the Naomi clans, all the Nomai clans from all over the universe meet in one place to share what they've learned in science and art. It's called the festival. We can't go because we're stuck here, but Felix says we used to go too. At some festivals, one clan's big discovery can mean all the Nomai get to advance too, like Anona's warp core, which made it so everyone can warp long distances and explore more. Each clan has a festival envoy to show their most interesting work. Our envoy was Thatch. A single festival could last a long, long time. Don't forget, festivals happen every 10 years. Every 10 years, they share their knowledge at a big festival. Formation of this universe. No one knows how this universe was made, but one thing we do know is everything used to be very hot and very dense, tightly packed together. As this early universe expanded, it also cooled down. Once it had cooled down enough, particles were able to group together to form things like galaxy stars and planets. The stuff was hot and then it got cool and things formed. Since then, space has continued to expand at a faster and faster rate, which is hard to think about for too long without your brain hurting. This universe will keep getting colder and larger until one day the stars and the life they support will all die. That's scary to think about, even though Convoy tells me it won't happen in our lifetimes, but it'll happen in someone else's someday. Okay, the Nomai were very scientific people. I would love to go up there. Looks like we might be able to warp there from somewhere. How do we get there? We need to get to this path. Oh, that's the other way from our ship. Okay, let's go back towards our ship. However, there's ghost matter. We gotta go the long way around. That was dangerous. Okay. Spooky music. What are we looking at here? There's where Ryback is, right? Yeah. Okay. What the heck? Okay, that symbol, what does this say? School District. Meltwater District. Eye Shrine District. Black Hole Forge District. So the end of the cycle is happening. But there's a bunch of different districts to explore here. So this is the school. And the next place is the Meltwater. We're gonna get reset while we explore here. Like an elevator. Okay, so we have some stuff to learn about here for sure. Black Hole Forge controls. Wait, Black Hole Forge, did they build a black hole here? Black Hole Forge controls. Did I just undo the black hole? Wait. Raising something. Did they make this black hole? We just lowered, or we just raised something up from the black hole. Yeah, we're gonna have to come back here. We jump out. Will the black hole take us before the sun takes us? Sun got us first. Okay, so most of today we've been on Brittle Hollow. Every time we wake up, we see this wreckage. That wreckage outside of... oh, I don't have my suit, so I can't open my map. Is that wreckage outside of Giant's Deep? We have so much to explore. Oh, wait, where'd the wreckage go? I don't think so. I mean, I have no idea. I was saying I don't want it to end. But I was just saying that unprompted. I wasn't saying that because we're near the end. I think I was just saying I want to be here. It's so cozy. Is there some wreckage outside of this place? Yeah, there is. What is that? Well, Giant's Deep we just learned about a little bit on the Brittle Hollow. And I think we should go back and finish exploring the Hanging City in Brittle Hollow. We did just start for sure. Yeah, I don't know why I said that. It's just, I don't know. It's just a cozy place. We have... Here, I'll look at our ship's log in a second. We have a lot of question marks to explore. We came here to Brittle Hollow first. And, we haven't solved all of its mysteries. But we've learned a lot. Now, last stream we were looking at the Hanging City. Now, I wonder if I can go inside. We make it in here. I want to fly right to the Hanging City because it was like a lot of parkour to get there. So I think we can go in like this. But now the black... Does the black hole pull us in? Yeah, it kind of does. We're going to have to be very careful. I don't really want to stop here. I want to make it to the Hanging City. It's over here. Can we make it without the black hole getting us? Okay, nice. This is where we left off. Space stream. I like it. Get a telescope. Maybe a blanket under the stars. Good music. Maybe make some s'mores. Look at our ship's log. Do we have any new... Oh, we do. Rybeck's Camp in the Hanging City and the Black Hole Forge. So we saw Rybeck last stream. He's at the bottom of the crossroads. Their excitement being surrounded by so much Nomai history is matched only by their terror of the black hole. These Timberhurst's only archaeologists, they overcame their fear of space to explore Brittle Hollow's treasure trove of Nomai culture. So we saw him. He's hanging out down there. He told us to tell him when we saw cool things. Being blindfolded in space would be kind of terrifying. There's more to explore in the Hanging City, which is where we're headed right now. Divided vertically into 4 districts, I found a switch that raises and lowers the Black Hole Forge. Black Hole Forge is suspended below the Hanging City. I found a switch that raises and lowers. It's the highest district in the Hanging City. Yeah, that's the last thing we saw last stream, and we were like, wait, did they create the black hole? There's a fly on my screen. Okay. So this is what we did, right? Wait. Oh, we're already on the 2nd level. This is where we were. And this did something here. Black Hole Forge controls. Yeah, we came in here and we... Oh, it's already up. No, it's not. Now we're raising the Black Hole Forge. So we'll have to go up there and see what that is all about. And then that looks like a warp point. Maybe that's the bottom side of the warp from the White Hole Station. Anyway, let's go up there. You playing some Black Ops 6 tonight, Philly? You up to anything cool? Oh, there's just a waterfall back here. Look at this cool place. There's multiple places to put scrolls, but only one scroll. Let's read. I feel that. Sometimes you just need to relax. It's all good. The Ash Twin Project. Now, we read about the Ash Twin Project. We read that they used the ore from Timberhurst to encapsulate something. Maybe that's what this is about. Oh, this is the extent of the scroll. It requires a powerful, highly advanced warp core. How should we obtain it? So they needed a warp core for the Ash Twins. Interesting. Oh, here's another scroll. Let's read. I think we're in the Meltwater District, it said. We could craft a new advanced warp core inspired by the vessel's warp core. Okay, the vessel was the ship that they were all on and it crashed. Abandoning the vessel's warp core and its casing means losing valuable knowledge. This is true, however, it's knowledge we have little hope of recovering. It would be best to relearn. So this is Spire and Mitz talking. I would very much like to craft such a powerful core. More relevantly, I believe the Black Hole Forge crew and I could recreate the basic design. This is the safest path for our clan, says Ideya. Is the safest path the best one? Our goal is worth the risk. Is it though? We've tried for so long to find something that I and others now believe might be impossible to find. If the search for the eye is a futile one, we should choose the option with the least potential for harm. The greatest challenge here, I think, is we don't have the design for such a powerful core or any of the original crafters of the vessel's core. No, but Poke was apprenticed to Annapurna, who created the original design, and our Black Hole Forge is adept at crafting simpler ones. I believe I can be of use here. The vessel's warp core was created before my time, but Annapurna explained many of his designs to me. So Poke is going to lead the charge to recreate the vessel's warp core. Maybe, is what we take from that. Our ship log is getting updated. Is there another scroll here? There's 3 walls. Let's see if we can find another scroll. Aha. Aha, he says. Wait, what's this? I feel strange trying to recreate Anona's warp core without him. At times it still feels strange to no longer be his very young apprentice, and for the Black Hole Forge to be in my care and not his. Hypothesis. This will always feel strange. Even though my time with him was short, I miss my old mentor and deeply. Damn. To have a chance to try is thrilling, but I don't want to disappoint everyone. I think I can do this probably, but what if excitement has clouded my assessment of my own abilities? Was I wrong in volunteering to build it? I was born in the star system and never saw Anona's warp core with my own eyes. I only know what he taught me. What if I've bitten off a larger portion than I can consume? Still, all I can give is my best, and as Annona would say, should my best prove insufficient, then we will find another way to achieve what's needed. I have Clary and Root in the Forge, and I have my clan. I am not alone. Okay, so Poke is experiencing some self-doubt, but he has good self-talk, and he's going to try his best. Let's go, Poke. We could retrieve the warp core from the vessel, is solution 1. This would require a return to Dark Bramble. Plume, my father, said many good Nomai perished there. Yeah, we did go to Dark Bramble yesterday, and the anglerfish ate us. But we should go back at some point. My mentor, Coleus, says Cycad, and his old mentor once discovered and studied an anglerfish fossil on Ember Twin. Using that knowledge, we could avoid the anglerfish entirely. Okay, we need to go to the Ember Twin to learn about how to beat the anglerfish, because that thing wrecked us. I remember that anglerfish fossil. We used to play in the fossil fish cave when we were children. Okay, we got to check that out. Coleus, what Melaray and I learned from that fossil would theoretically help us evade the anglerfish, but our hypothesis was never tested on a live specimen. The vessel's warp core is broken. At best, recall those present when the vessel crashed said it sustained lethal injuries. There is no guaranteed reward for this risk. Perhaps we could still repair it. My grandmother told me there was a little time to assess the nature or extent of the damage. Even if it no longer functions, the old core could be a valuable blueprint, provided we're able to transport it back here. But for some reason they want to rebuild the warp core from the vessel. And something's going on with the Black Hole Forge here in the Hanging City. Okay. For some reason I thought maybe there's something up here, because you just never know. But there's nothing. Okay. I kind of want to go over there. I guess we're going up in the city. Let's turn the elevator on. Maybe this will take us up to the next district. Imagine if they actually had elevators like this. All right. We've gone way up. I wonder if we went up too high. Actually, this looks like something different. What is this area? There's really nothing here. Oh, it leads outside. Okay, so we should remember this. We don't have to fly. Yeah. In order to get to this hanging city, we just flew with our ship in a very precarious manner. But we could just hop in that way. Okay, let's go back down. I think we're done with this district. And let's go up to the 3rd floor. I think we've... Ooh, what's that over there? Oh yeah, we still never got into the Quantum Tower of Knowledge. We've got to work on that situation. Let's go up. We have a couple more floors to explore up here. What floor is this? Forgot what the roadmap said. Let's just explore. Too many skeletons. What happened here? The other place had ghost matter. We should be careful. Yeah, this is kind of treacherous. Be careful. Dang, too many skeletons. Yeah, there's an elevator here. Down there. I want to go in there. Oh, there's nothing. Maybe that's in case you fall. This looks like something interesting down there for sure. See what's up here. There's some text over there. Do we go for it? Let's go read about what's over here first before we go falling into the black hole. Okay, a lot to read. Be welcomed in this place. The shrine is a space to reflect on what brought us to this star system, the signal from the eye. We observed the eye's signal in our travels and followed it here to find its source. What we know is this: the source of the signal, which we have chosen to call the eye of the universe, is older than the universe itself. The rest we have yet to learn. Enter and open your mind to its possibilities. Yeah, the eye is very mysterious. What is the eye? What is... Oh, wow. We ask a question and the game answers. The eye is older than this universe, so imagine how much it could teach us. Perhaps it is a cosmic library. Suppose the eye is a more advanced being. The eye is the source of the signal that brought us here. How can the eye be older than the universe itself? Suppose it is a relic from a previous universe. The early universe was unimaginably hot and dense. If anything existed before, it would have been destroyed. Suppose the universe is older than previously assumed. What is the eye's signal? Of note, from the signal we were able to determine the eye's approximate age, or perhaps its lack of age. Suppose the eye wishes to communicate. The signal is a call. Were we the intended audience? The signal is the eye's voice. It speaks a language we don't yet know. Or maybe the signal is the eye's attempt at expressing itself. The eye, we don't know. I mean, what do we know? It's very old. It was calling, but they don't know why. I no longer believe, as I did as a child on Ember Twin, that the eye of the universe, the source of the signal, wishes to harm us, but it may not want to be found either. The terrible circumstances of our arrival here were almost certainly exactly that, circumstance. I suspect imagining we are special to the eye in some way is wishful thinking. The eye might have called out to any sentient species, or it might not have been calling out at all, and that my ancestors heard the eye's signal holds no great deep meaning. This wouldn't be so bad, I think. In fact, the eye may not have wishes at all. We have no evidence supporting this. So it might just be something that's not even asking to be found. Just got detected. Does this take us back to where we came? Yeah. Okay, so we have one more floor to explore. A lot of questions about the eye and not a lot of answers. And what happened to the Nomai is the biggest question of all. Oh wait, we can't get up here. How about on this side? Maybe? Wait. Is that blocked off? Ooh. See how this is like lit up purple? Those are not lit up. So there is more to explore up there. But how to get there? I kind of want to fly. I think that's our only option. Unless we're missing something. Ooh, maybe we ride on the Black Hole Forge? Seems risky. Let's try flying first, and if that doesn't work, we can call that forge down and then call it back up. I think we landed on this floor. Yeah. How much of the planet's already gone? See what we can do. Oh wait, let's check out our ship's log. Because we just did learn a lot of things. Anglerfish fossil. A Nomai named Pokey planned to create a new advanced warp core in the Black Hole Forge. The Nomai learned how to evade anglerfish, theoretically at least, by studying an anglerfish fossil they found on Ember Twin. So maybe before we go back to the Dark Bramble, we need to go to the Ember Twin and learn about the anglerfish. The Nomai debated how to obtain the powerful, highly advanced warp core required for the Ash Twin project. They traveled to the solar system in pursuit of a signal from something older than the universe itself. They named the source of this signal the Eye of the Universe. The vessel's warp core was broken when the ship crashed in Dark Bramble. Okay. Let's see if we can get up to the top of this thing. If we can fit. Yeah, I don't think the game wants us to do this. Can we go from underneath? We're fighting against the black hole. Yeah, we're going down, not up now. Yikes. Maybe from this way we can get in? We're almost there. Yeah, it doesn't want us to do this. Oh, there we go. Okay, now we're in here. Now, is there any way to even land when the ground is upside down? This probably is not the way. Well, the gravity... No, it's not going to work this way. Okay, I think we should abort this plan. Hitting everything. The ship's okay, though. Okay, look, here's what we're going to do. We're going to park right here. Oops. Okay. This may be silly. We're going to lower the forge. And we're going to raise it. And maybe we can run and jump to it. Let's see where it's coming from. Is there any way to make that jump? And how far down does it go? Okay, so let's say we were to raise it and then we sprint out of here. Can I run and jump to it? Maybe. I mean, if we miss, we just go to the White Hole Station and come back. It's worth a shot. If I move it... No. Okay, ready? We got stuck. Hit something. We hit a stalactite. It's really close. I don't know if we can make it. Let's try one more time. I don't think there's a sprint button. Yeah, I hit this little stalactite, so we need to run more like here. I don't know that we can be fast enough, honestly. Don't hit the stairs. Okay, here we go. We're gonna run from over here. Yeah. Close. Ouch. Not quite there, though. What should we do? What should we do? Could try again. Is there some way? What's that? On the bottom of it there. Ship go? Oh, ship's on the floor above us. Maybe we have to warp there? Or is that just the underside of the warp on the surface? I wonder if we went to Whitehall Station and tried to stand underneath the warp platform. There's 2 stories on the warp platform. Feeling kind of stubborn about making this work, though. I mean, as long as we land anywhere on it, I can use my boost to get up. So I don't think we can make it onto the top of it in time, but maybe there's a way to get on it. And if we miss, we'll just try it to warp in a new way if we fall in the black hole. Can I just get on like right here? No. Okay, let's try to warp. I mean, maybe I could have made that work. Okay, there's the bramble. Let's check out this warp station and see if there's a way to get underneath. Is there anything going on the outside of this? Because you can walk on this. No. Oops. Okay. Let's see if we can find something new here. My only idea is, can we somehow get... Oh, there is no underside. Damn. Okay, well, let's warp back. Oh, that's not good. Is there some way to turn this thing upside down? If I stand on a different side or something? No, I don't know. Okay. Now we also found a quicker way back to the city. There's some water? Yeah, somewhere in this water. Where was it? There's like a little cave. Fuel level critical. Okay, we need to make it to our ship. Maybe we're not meant to go to that part of the Hanging City yet. We shouldn't waste all this time. But I am curious. Maybe the opening is over here. Should have paid closer attention. There's some opening. Here, okay, nice. Oh, here comes the end of the loop. So now we have nothing to lose. We might as well try this again. Oh, but we're out of fuel almost. Can I make it to the ship and refuel and try again? Speed run. Wonder how much time we have from when the music starts. Uh-oh. We get in. Can I get a refuel? Can we get out? Uh-oh. Okay. Try again. Just for science. Does it take a while to change its momentum? Ooh, maybe that's the way. But get it like almost all the way down and do this while it's moving. That make it go slower? Not really. Okay, so we could do it. But can I actually get up by doing this? I think we could. Okay, so it is possible. And the cycle's going to end here. But it is possible. I don't know if that's the way that we're meant to do it, but we could do it like that. Okay, the first cycle of the night, we learned a lot about the eye. We learned about their warp project. We learned some interesting things.